Ayo, what's
We're
up?
here. Let's go. We're
Totally
in the
not
band.
stuffed. Let's go. All right, so right into it. We have Team Divar Bot versus frequently something cringe.
Utilizing cringe.
Frequently utilizing cringe, which is a cringe ass name. Not gonna lie. So right now. We have the two teams going at it. They've already started their bands. We have Silas
Classic
band.
Maokai band. Classic.
I think, does Maokai still have 100% participation?
Maokai did have 100% presence within the first week, and it's already starting off strong.
Yeah.
A lot of jungle focus in the band, and we see a first pick Sejuani for Anson Gyarados in their jungle.
So I've basically only seen him play Sejuani. At least this season. In our game against us, he played Sejuani, and then I believe the game he played on Sunday as well also was a Sejuani. So
yeah,
he really likes the champ. I think it's a really good champ. And I think if you're going to first pick a jungler, she's a pretty good one to go for.
And again, I think this matchup should be exciting. Both teams 1-1 after the first weekend. So I could see a counter junk pick for the jungler here. And with team frequently utilizing cringe, their mid jungle is their specialty.
Yeah, so I'm going to look forward to see what Tryhard does. What does he pick in response? He usually just likes, Hecarim.
Hecarim, he puts it out. Especially with the new build. That shit can carry a game.
Yeah, basically he just does infinite damage and also doesn't die. So Sejuani has a little bit of a slower clear compared to the Hecarim. Not that slow. Sejuani's still a really fast clear in the current meta.
Hecarim, I think we're going to see a Nautilus here. I don't know about you. I think we're going to see Nautilus R2 for their support. Ooh, Morgana making a return. Last year having the highest presence out of any champion within the tournament. And while not the strongest right now, Morgana is definitely friendly for newer players and can be very useful in letting your carries carry.
Yeah, Morgana's one of those champions, like you said, very not super high skill cap, but applies so much pressure in lane. If you land the biting, all you need to do is land one, and they at least probably have to blow a flash or they die. Like, it's just
coming out.
A little bit interesting to go for the Pyke when you see those two champions right there. I know Teggy really likes Pyke, but with Morgana and Hecarim as the two already showing, I don't really like it too much. I think
especially Hecarim.
Yeah, Hecarim kind of hard to get a burst unless you go super aggro with the Tristana as well. I kind of like that. We'll see if Ghoul Freak has the skills to back up this Tristana pick, because it's very, very, very snowbally. Tristana's in a super good spot right now. Team frequently utilizing cringe is going to have to pick a very careful AD here.
I'd like to see a Caitlyn potentially. I think it pairs with Morgana, and there it is. Caitlyn with the Morgana.
So Caitlyn is a very good pairing with Morgana, but when you look at the enemy bot lane, Tristana Pyke, Caitlyn does very, very poorly into those champions. Like, you could outrage, but Tristana's just gonna all in you. Like, if your Morgana's not there, and the Pyke is just gonna be constantly pressuring. It's gonna actually, this Morgana's gonna have to really soak up a ton of pressure. And if she dies early, I think this lane's already over.
Well, Tristana is, especially looking at trends within the tournament, I think Tristana is gonna be the best, just all-out carry from the bot lane. And I'd like to see frequently utilizing cringe ban the Irelia, because if not, I think it works well with Diverbot's team, and it is one of their top laners' best champions.
Yeah, Irelia plus Sejuani is also extremely terrifying. Divarbot already exhibiting a lot of pressure, as we see a Kassadin and Malzahar. I like the Malzahar ban because that's one of the few champions that could really shut down PD and IE's champ pool. The guy likes the hyper carry melees, right?
That's true, but they're leaving Galio open, which could definitely be an option for Diverbot's mid. Brian, classic Galio main.
Yeah, I think that that's a bit of an oversight banning the Kassadin as opposed to the Galio. I feel like a lot of PD and IE's champ pool really deals with Kassadin very well in the early levels, so I'm surprised they went for that instead of the Galio, which, see, like, Yone basically bops Kassadin, like, pre-1-6.
Well, I actually think there's a world where that's Yone top, because I'd imagine they'd want to save their mid laner counter pick for them being, highest ranked guy on the team.
Yeah, but that guy really is good at Yone. PD and IE.
That's true, but Cassiopeia seems like a nightmare matchup.
Yeah, Cassiopeia is pretty good, and then the Irelia pick as well. So
That one was seeable for sure. Now, what are we
yeah,
gonna see from the mid or top lane?
I think this is the top laner, and I don't know what you pick. You just kind of have to go tank, maybe something like an Ornn or a Shen. You have to neutralize this Irelia, because if you go carry, the Sejuani is going to feast on you in the top lane. It's just too scary.
But on the other hand, Set is literally like such an impossible matchup for Irelia. It's I forgot. He is an Alawi main.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I actually like the Alawi pick a little bit here, because if they're all pretty much playing Engage except for Cassiopeia, who doesn't fully fit in with the draft. But since they're all, playing Engage except for her, Alawi is really good at getting engaged on.
Yes, and she kind of dissuades that all-in that the Sejuani, Irelia, Tristana, and Pike kind of want to go for. But I'm a little bit concerned with frequently utilizing Cringe's comp right now. You have three champs that want to play back in the Alawi, Caitlyn, and Morgana, right? You kind of really want to dissuade them all inning you with those champions. But then you have Hecarim and Yone. Like, then they go forward, but those are like your two shot callers going in. I feel like if these guys don't get like super ahead, they're gonna like try to push forward without the rest of their team. And then the rest of the team can't follow up because they're Alawi, Morgana, Caitlyn.
That's very true. I think team frequently utilizing Cringe is going to have to play more of a disengaged style, but a fed Hecarim with a black shield is kind of impossible to deal with.
Yeah, that's true, actually. So it's kind of all. I mean, this is kind of what they're going for whenever they pick the Hecarim, right? It kind of relies on the Hecarim to get into a point where he's extremely strong compared to the rest of the game.
And I actually don't fully know about the Zac ban, since I think a lot of just tryhard's pool, and especially with his team, it is definitely a jungle mid-centric carry. So I don't know if it says on Zac, I don't know if he can carry nearly as hard as he can on Hecarim.
It might just be a personal preference at this point, because they also banned the Zac against us. I thought it was just against my Zac in particular, but if they keep banning it, it's probably because somebody has some kind of complex against Zac at this point.
There's a chance like maybe Gyarados thinks it's just the best jungler in the game, which I think you could easily make a case for. Now, I do like the Morgana.
The Morgana balanced with the Caitlyn is like just tons of pressure. The trap placement underneath the binding, classic. Everyone knows. It's just basically the binding is a death if you don't like buffer your movement here, right? But Pike and Tristana both have a bufferable ability. If they see that they're going to get hit by the binding, they can get out of there, and the Caitlyn's going to have a hard time following up. So I think I think overall this is going to favor the Ghoul Freak Teggy bot lane as much as a strong lane as Morgana Caitlyn is.
I definitely agree. Just based off the draft, like I think Cassiopeia is such a strong champ right now. You're seeing Rise and Kassadin pop off with like Rod of Ages and stuff like that. And Cassiopeia is just another one of those champs that can just abuse his broken items.
Yes. But, Cass, a little bit weaker in the early levels. If they kind of focus on this mid lane pick and they send the Hecarim mid a few times, maybe he blows an early flash, can't farm as efficiently. You kind of need to make sure that you're keeping up in the golden levels on Cassiopeia, or you kind of become like the ground's good, the ult's good, but you kind of after that you're kind of useless if you're not doing any damage.
Yeah, I'm curious what side Diver Bot is going to play towards, because while their bot lane is definitely hard engage,
Mhm.
The Irelia plus Sejuani combo is so deadly, especially if Irelia is full stacks.
If I was gonna look at this game, I'd really want to make sure my bot lane got ahead. Irelia kind of scales anyway, and it's really hard to pressure an Alawi without committing too much and dying, right? Because that's what she wants, right? Ultimately, the Alawi wants you to gank her.
Very true.
It's kind of weird, but yeah, if she's just up there and she's not doing anything because you're not even up there, the Alawi's like, oh fuck. You kind of want she wants you to take like a bad all in on her, so she 2v1s and then snowballs off that.
Especially post 6,
Yeah.
because I don't know. It's always a skill learning how to dodge the Alawi tentacles, and it's harder than people think.
I don't know, man. It's you just kind of wait and it pops up. And you're like, it's gonna hit right where I am, and then you move. That's all it is.
It's a very fun little mini game within the top lane.
It's I don't know. Does he have the broken Alawi skin? There's one skin where I swear it's impossible to see where the tentacle's gonna hit.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't have an Alawi skin because I think they're kind of all gross. But
But she's such look at those shoulder caps. She's such a mommy, dude. She has a couple good skins.
yeah,
I think.
yeah,
I
but
like
I just
her.
think our base skin kind of outweighs them.
Yeah, that's the problem with Riot Games on some of these champs. They create a really good splash art for the original champion, and then they can't like do better than it for
Yeah.
the subsequent ones. Like I don't know. Like Alawi's a good example. Thresh for a long time, the base skin was just really good, and nobody really wanted the other stuff. I remember. Yeah. Silas. I was looking at Silas skins
Yeah.
last night, and those guys' skins suck. Real
I just
bad.
got kind of exciting update from classic caster Jarrett Nekome. There's a power outage where he is living.
Let's go Seattle! Woo!
So that's very hype in Seattle, and hopefully we can,
Get him on by
get him on by next cast, but we will
PM,
see.
because unfortunately, I don't know if you guys know this, the two casters in front of you right now kinda have a game at 2 p.m. I don't know, it's gonna be streamed or something. Speaking of which,
exciting.
if you guys are interested in casting, maybe somebody younger than the age of 25 at this point, anybody, if you even have a remote interest in casting, please reach out to David.
That's
We're
very
looking
true.
for casters.
It's if you look in either the SLOLCS Discord or just the main League of Legends Discord, it's DLD27, you can message me. I should not be the youngest caster as a senior. It's a little spooky sometimes.
It's like an old folks' home when you look at the list. It's like, please, we need somebody to cast. We can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
Reach out to David. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You! Do it!
You. Oh, man.
Okay, there's my rant. How long till the game starts?
Just trying to look at anything more for draft. Okay.
We're going in. Look at that. Perfect amount of time. Wow. We're corrected. Said, stalling for time. Did you see LCS yesterday, though? Those guys had to stall for an hour. I can't imagine stalling for an hour. That's crazy.
I don't know what we do. It'd be a nightmare.
Ooh, wait a minute. We have a little bit of a little stack here. Oh, double stacks. And then, Bilu 1 just rolling up to the mid lane for no reason.
Brian's definitely he clicked mid lane, went to his phone.
Wait.
They're invading top side, and there's no one there. It's very interesting. I'm curious if maybe red side is going to do a late invade, or if they're just going to hang out and stack the bush.
I think they're stacking, but also, why is Small Fluffy Cat in the top lane here? Can someone tell me? What's going on? Why isn't our boy Jason? Maybe it's Jason on Eve's account?
Maybe it's Jason on Eve's account, but I don't fully know. Especially with Eve having a game right now.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit difficult, no? No, Eve doesn't
Oh,
have
I
anything
think
right now.
I think they swapped accounts. Bailey in the Discord, Eve's not in there. Jason is.
Oh
So we
my
had Jason Chang. Oh my god, I know what happened.
Ooh, we can see everything up here. We have a blue start for the Hecarim. He's going to path up top side. Kind of maybe wants to enable the Alawi, or maybe he's just going to look for a gank mid on the Cassiopeia, or just full clear. But we have the Sejuani pathing down bottom as well. Probably wants to, as we said, impact that bot lane.
Very true. To finish the saga of the name curiosity, Eve classically likes to change her name for SLOLCS and wanted someone to take her name. And I think Jason Chang saw that opportunity and said, you know what? I am now the small fluffy cat.
He's become that what he hates. Or at least what most of us say. Jason rocking the new Irelia skin.
Oh,
That's
a mommy of a skin. Oh.
That skin is fire, man. Right, Games. Oh, level 2.
The E flash. The Tristana goes in. Ooh. Great hook.
No.
Oh man, how low is that? Caitlyn under 100 HP. Very exciting. Both sums blown on the Pike. However, there's 3 sums from Fuck's bot lane.
Yeah, I don't know if Ghoul Freak was ready for Teggy to just kind of flash there. If she was, I feel like she would have buffered her W, or she would have went in on the W a little bit earlier. Teggy looked for it. He saw the opportunity, and blowing the Caitlyn flash early is actually huge. So, yeah.
It's even bigger in this lane because that Caitlyn has lethal and not fleet footwork. So she's going to stay lower for a longer period of time.
Yeah, and here we see Ansem hovering. They kind of wanted to go for this all-in. They know they have no heal on this Caitlyn here.
Bombs used up before the dive, though. They used on a minion.
It's going to be hard. Kind of hard to...
Oh, big root from the Morgana.
Oh, that's... Ooh!
Oh, beautifully executed dive. And Ghoul Freak with the first blood, but Jason Chang is dead in the top lane.
Yeah.
And they give it to the jungler.
Oh, of course.
Tryhard is already beginning his conquest to try to carry this game.
All right. I'm going to try to be a little bit more of a play-by-play guy this time around, okay? I'm usually the color guy, but I see that we need that. I'm just letting you know. All right.
Okay.
But good gank by Tryhard in the top lane, right? Path up top, and Small Fluffy Cat / Jason Chang was pushed out way, way too hard. And then, the dive was amazing. The binding landed from Sunsurfer. I thought they might have been able to get the kill onto Gyarados if the Caitlyn trap was down, but she was only level 2 at that point. So she didn't have trap yet. She had E and Q. So we see PD and IE jumping onto Bilu. A lot of damage. Teggy's here, but he's out.
He gets the E off.
Yeah. Oh, let's go Jason. All inning here, but he gets tentacled. But he's fully ramped on this Irelia right now. That's going to be a solo kill from Jason Chang!
Oh, the skill, the talent. I don't know what Irelia's doing there. Level 4 is arguably Irelia's strongest level in the game. Especially at full stacks. There's not many top laners who could even compete with her.
I think he got baited a little bit by landing the tentacle, and he's like, dude, I'm a Lowy. That's where I'm my strongest. There's no way this guy could walk to me. And then he gets sliced up because Irelia is not a balanced champion.
And with that, there's already a little bit of a farm discrepancy growing in the top lane. But mid lane is already 15 CS gap in the favor of
Bilu's having a little bit of trouble. Cassiopeia, not the easiest champion to farm on. Like, you have to really be careful with using your E to kind of last hit, because you get a little bit of a refund, I believe. But, like, it's not easy, especially when you start out with a tier. He has no AP. It's kind of not the easiest.
That is true. He just has to stay semi-even in gold, because Cassiopeia just scales so hard.
Yeah. Also, I like funny thing. PD and IE took cleanse. This guy, no ignite, no TP. He took cleanse. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna gap this dude. That's all I see when you take cleanse. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be a carry worth a threat. There's no like doubt in my mind.
Especially because it's I don't know how fucking Cassiopeia plus Sejuani ever kills a Yone with cleanse, especially with the E as well.
Yeah, if he gets Sedge ulted, as we see Jason hopping on, dodges the tentacle flash. Is that what it is?
I believe so. All in, but Tryhard's here to answer. Jason Chig has to be careful, but he gets out with the flash.
Yeah, he does manage to flash away. I think he baited out the Alawi ult, so honestly, not that bad from Jason there. He trades ult for ult and he loses his flash, but he might be looking for another kill here. This Alawi's pretty low. We'll see if he manages to do something up here. So the
Especially with the lack of mana, like doing careless ease like that is just not good enough when.
Yep, here it is. Oh, that
misses
the. That did not look like a miss. Manages to blow the flash though, as the blue team also gets the dragon on the other side of the map.
Yeah. I think Irelia was just gifted a flash by the Alawi. There's no way he was dead there, especially with the teleport. I don't know why you're flashing in that instance.
Yeah, I'm gonna chalk it up to a little bit of scaredness, as he's now he has no flash, and I think he's just gonna die. They have two tentacles coming down on the ego.
Tentacles.
Oh no!
And he dodges the tentacles.
Woo! That was so close. Oh, that's the Irelia magic, dude. I swear that champ manages to sneak in like 1 or 2 autos more than it should, like half the time.
And that's maybe looking back at draft when we've called out maybe Irelia was going to be picked. Maybe consider a ban in the future. But
yeah, maybe.
Luckily he has the teleport, so he doesn't get punished with the CS too much. But that is a 35. Oh, all in from the Hecarim.
Oh, the ulti hits onto the Bilu, and he
wastes ult and flash.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good gank by Tryhard. He lands the fear onto him. And when you're feared, you can't really do much out of it. So they kind of just link the fear into the Yone ult, and at that point you're just dead. So you should kind of just eat and just live to fight another day. Not use your sums in your ultimate.
Very true. But luckily, at least Yone did use flash, so he won't be in a flash deficit for the future.
True, but it would be nice, because I think this Yone's starting to ramp a little bit of a 30 CS lead and a kill on our boy Bilu. So it's going to be hard for him, I think.
Gold is very interesting. Irelia is 1k up over the Alawi, but Yone is he's like 800 gold up for the Cassiopeia.
Yeah, and so the difference, right, is like also there's equal difference in the jungle and the bot lane as well. I think it was 5 gold as we see the PD and IE jump onto Bilu, doing like half his HP. Yeah, I think Yone is definitely a balanced champion for sure. As we see Jason jumping onto the Alawi, woo! He has his ultimate, and that's just gonna be a solo kill. Jason Chang, Irelia extraordinaire. As we see Teggy's looking, and
misses the Sunsurfer. Sunsurfer had the gall to just say, you know what? I'm not gonna Black Shield. You're gonna miss that every day of the week.
Yeah. Also, a little bit disconcerting for the bot lane here, as we see Tryhard kind of poking off Jason to get off his turret. The Caitlyn Morgana lane wants to be ahead in the pressure game, and currently they're just getting perma-shoved in, right? They're actually going to be down, I believe, turret place by the end of this, as Teggy just walks up, misses a Q, and then ease away. They want to be ahead in the pressure, and they're a little bit ahead in CS, as we see Gulfrey going to pick up the spot wave here, even it out a little bit. But if you're even as Caitlyn Morgana, that is not where you want to be, because Caitlyn's mid game is terrible. It is not good. Maybe it's swayed a little bit by the IE changes, but compared to the Tristana's just gonna walk into lane, hit Kraken, and then like just one-shot people. So gotta be really careful. As we see Teggy, he's hovering mid a lot to try to relieve some of this pressure on Bilu, but I don't know if he's getting anything done here, right? I think it's just a little bit of a waste of presence, in my opinion.
I think the main reason is they're trying to break the freeze, just to help, Brian not get cut out too much. Oh, they all in?
Well, see, like, what do you, like, you're there, like, I guess he didn't die, but, like, what do you do? The Yone just goes back to his original spot because the champion is really cool and fun to play against.
It's very, it's just kind of deal with it kind of moment.
Yeah. Just deal with it. But yeah.
Long E from Jason. And that is a death number 4 on the Alawi.
Yeah. pretty good. Oh, flash by Teggy. Lands the hook onto the heck room, but he's out. Cleanse coming out, and...
Ooh, he has no flash.
He has no flash, but do they have the damage to kill him? Oh. Yeah, they do!
Oh, kills. Unfortunately, Teggy does get the kill with no execute, so that is a lot of gold going onto the pike.
It's a little bit unfortunate that Teggy had to use his ult to gap close there, as opposed to last hit it, because then it would have probably given Brian, who was ticking with the cast poison, a kill there in gold, essentially. But it's also gonna... Yeah?
I would say, I have mad respect for doing it, because that's probably the thing I personally struggle with most on Pike, is learning, hey, when do I just ult to gap close versus just trying to get the kills?
Yeah, and I think that's definitely a good point to do it right here, because it linked into a dragon, right? Now they have 2 dragons at 12 minutes. Dragon stacking is a little bit of a win con, especially with the Infernal Soul. You know, the cast is going to hurt, as we see Bilu just walking into the lane. Does not want to be... Oh, they're looking for a dive, but Jayslith and Sunsurfer, look at this. They actually back off the turret. Look at this awareness here. I want to say it's a little bit out of... Oh. Just put a Black Shield on the Caitlyn and you're chilling? Okay, nice. Okay,
a little bit late, but great idea.
Yeah, manages to dissuade the dive. I want to say Tryhard probably knew something was going on, and he let his bot lane know to back up. As we see Teggy, he's been... he has the Moby boots, he's flying around, but he's really low here. I think he has to be careful.
But that is 4 mid for the side of Diver bot.
Yeah, they are sharing a little, like... The Ghoul Freak's basically been solo laning bot lane, right? As we see Jason trying to kill the Alawi once again, and I think he's...
His Irelia, especially with some of the long E's he's getting, has been very clean today.
I think someone needs to explain to Jess that you need to respect this Irelia a little bit. Irelia can close a lot of distance, especially if you're standing in the minion wave, and those long E's really can link into kills a lot of the time, especially if she's super ahead. Already has the Bork finished, like... Going into, I assume, Immortal Shield Bow next, because he
definitely looks like it with a current lifesteal item bot. Which
yeah,
they're going for a dive.
A little bit of a stutter here. I think it's going to be hard for them to kind of find the kill, as we see Ghoul Freak manages to get a couple turret plates right before the 14-minute mark, and then just jumps away because Tristana, you know, very safe and also very pressure heavy as well.
The ult from the Sejuani, and Tryhard is out.
Yeah,
they do all survive, but it does feel like the side of utilizing Cringe is slowly losing.
Yeah, the bot lane, Teggy's really transforming. Like, his pressure right now is crazy, right? Really affecting the rest of the map. Anson's doing a great job, Gyarados, of, you know, doing Sejuani things. Is what I like to call it, where, you know, you just run around with your support, look for just all-ins, all of that stuff. They're both on a pink ward, so I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. And then, obviously, Jason is just...
Just has to give up this tower.
Yeah, no, you gotta run, bud. You're dead again.
At this point, I don't even think Irelia's... I don't think you can even play under tower versus this Irelia.
No.
They are fed out of their mind.
Yeah, and then PD and IE is going to be looking to level up on Bilu here. Just a lot of damage, but unfortunately he's not quite at the point where he's going to be one-shotting the cast. Brian does have the Rod of Ages finished, so that's going to be giving him a lot of HP to kind of stay alive in this lane.
And Teggy is hovering once again.
Yeah. The Sunsurfer Jayslith bot lane...
Oh, all in? I think Brian's dead.
Yes. Okay, so second time's the charm. Yeah, you can only get all in by Yone so many times. As we see Jason kind of walking up, trying to avenge his dear friend Brian.
But getting first Herald post 15 minutes is... They've just nerfed Herald to the point of where I think Drakes are just the superior option in almost every case.
Yeah, but, you know, there's no Drake on the field right now to give up. It's up, you have the pressure topside. Might as well take it. Like, they got 300 gold, basically, from it. 200 and 100 from the assist on it. So, If it's up, take it.
And they could always just place it top lane and head to the Drake,
Teggy.
which is spawning in 50 seconds, right?
Teggy's sniping away the crab from Jacelet there. I don't think Jacelet's too happy about that. As we see,
That vision's very huge for the Drake phase about to come up, because that crab will be up.
And also, Hecarim really enjoys having the crab up for him in these fights because it gives him that little bit of extra movement speed, which he translates directly to damage. As we see PD and IE here caught out in the bot lane, using the ult to escape, and we're jumping to top side as well. I think this is going to end up in a solo kill. Yeah. There we go. Jason, as we see here, dominating the top side. That's a ton of pressure now. Team frequently utilizing cringe is going to have to deal with this guy, or he's going to take all of the entire base here. Like, you have to send someone now.
That's true. And Yone having to blow ult, flash, and cleanse to survive. This is 100% diving our bot's third dragon of the game.
Oh yeah, and they dropped the Rift bottom, so like they're just actually tearing them apart by each limb, right? They're quartering them. You know, Jarvan. Show no quarter, whatever.
There you go.
Well, exactly. They're grab each one of them. Ghoul Freak's grabbing the leg, Jason's grabbing the left arm. They're just tearing them apart at the center. They're gonna only be left with a torso at this point.
To at least say some positives on the side of frequently utilizing cringe, they did stop the second Herald charge, which is good. But I think they're also gonna lose mid tower as well.
Yep.
Now part of me is wondering how much further do they have to get behind for objective bounties to start happening.
That's the
big 1v1.
As we see here, PD and I don't think he wants to deal with that Irelia right now. Yeah, you have no flash.
Oh man,
I don't know where you think you're going. Like, you're strong, you're not that strong. That guy's 8-1 with 180 CS. We see Bilu walking away from the tentacles. I think with that 1v1 there, it shows that PD and IE can't really step to the Irelia in the side lane, and that's going to be ultimately probably their biggest source of problems. And then the Tristana and the Cassiopeia are going to scale into the late game here. So I think the writing's on the wall, but that's just me.
Very true. And then how do you kill an Irelia with Bork, Shield Bow, and Death's Dance?
The answer is you don't. As we see Jess drop once again. A little bit of a tough game for them, this Alawi. Alawi, you know, usually kind of that rock in the top lane, but if you do manage to break down the wall that is Alawi, she's kind of just useless.
I definitely agree. If Alawi gets behind, it's hard for Alawi to be relevant, because the one thing she does is soak up pressure. You can't soak up pressure behind.
Yeah, and this Hecarim's not really far enough ahead yet either. Tryhard's not really ahead on his build path with the mana immune quite yet. I think it's starting to become a little bit difficult for frequently utilizing cringe to get back into this game. They don't really have like a hard initiate tool like a Sejuani. Like Hecarim ult's pretty good, and then Yone ult, but the rest of the team wants to play backwards, right? That's kind of what we were talking about in the beginning. You didn't really draft for everybody to do everything that you want to do.
There's a nice E there from the Alawi, just kind of stifling a chance of a dive.
Yeah, it you know, kind of stopped the pressure mid lane for a little bit there, forces them to back up. But the Cassiopeia is just free farming bottom, pressuring, so I don't know what they're going to do about that. You know, once the Seraphs is finished, I don't think the Alawi can go against the Cassiopeia either. Really, Alawi really needs to be in a side lane at this point.
Yeah. They're all itting, but there's a TP from the Cassiopeia, and that's enough to ward off the attempt from frequently utilizing cringe.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what a Hecarim's supposed to do into a Tristana, trying to initiate from that angle, especially with the Sejuani in front. I think that was just kind of a futile effort out of Tryhard trying to find something, get something done, but, you know, as we see here,
Irelia Baron.
Yeah, these guys actually murder Baron because, first off, Jason has Bork, and then also applies the permafrost from Sejuani, so it's actually a ton of damage coming down onto this Baron. I think it's just going to be
Hecarim to get there in time.
Maybe. Oh, he's there!
Oh, but Gyarados gets the confirm with the smite, and that's very rough.
Yeah, and then Teggy also manages to pick up the first ult kill for himself, which is pretty nice.
And Tristana getting the pile of gold. Very nice. Keep her very far ahead in this game.
Yeah, so the int for Baron there is doubly as painful this time around because he did die to the Pykel. So
It's very true, but I think it's a play he almost has to go for just to try to stop the bleeding a little bit.
yeah, because now they're just gonna really open him up here. Like Ghoul Free can just hit turrets for free. The minion waves aren't gonna die. They just escort him up.
You're probably gonna see near a full reset from blue into the dragon, and I don't know with a Seraphs on Cassiopeia probably being purchased, Death's Dance maybe on Irelia being purchased. Like there's the Seraphs. Like I don't know how you can even fight the soul. I think you have to go for another prey steal, but it's even harder to do on the Drake side.
Yeah, because maybe if you're blue side as well, you can go for the steal over the back of the wall. But the Hecarim's basically gonna have to run straight up to him and say, "Hey, I'm taking this," and they're gonna say, "No, you're not." He's very squishy at this point. Has no resist. Has basically a Kindle gem to his name. I would like to see him go maybe a little bit tankier at this point. I think he's going Black Cleaver.
Oh, so, that's a ult and a kill from Teggy with the Pike ult.
Yeah,
I think.
Teggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think maybe a slight misplay from Jason TPing top lane because why? I guess if he's soaking up the pressure, he's guaranteeing soul for his team. So
Well, I don't think
soul
he
and hope for a
I
shutdown.
think he does, or I think he 1v2s these guys. No,
1v2.
Yeah,
Looking close.
I think it's not even that close, dude.
Holy. They tried going for the shutdown, but if this wasn't a streamed game, this would be a go next angle 100%. Even then, it might be a go next angle. But
I was gonna say, I think Jason can kind of just go wherever he wants. Like, yeah, Jason, no, watch out! This guy actually could just 1v5 these dudes. It's not. Can we avert your eyes, chat? Run! No! Don't look! Ah!
No. I think we might get Jason's Irelia banned in the future. But
yeah, unfortunately, I think this is the last time you're gonna see Jason's skin in SLOLCS. So look at it while you can.
And he power dives.
Fountain dives to kill PD and IE.
He just really wanted to cut his KDA in half.
Oh my god! I think the game might be over because we were joined by a certain man. I think he wants an interview.
I am very down to give an interview, but. This is a strong showing from Diverbot, and hopefully, utilizing Cringe can bounce back and have a little better showing tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason, you guys.
No, they end the game here. They end the game here. Come on, look at it. I do have a question of why did you decide, Jason, to half your KDA just by diving the fountain?
Well, he wanted to kill PD and IE.
Honestly, it's like, I don't really, as long as our team is well, I don't really care about my KDA.
That's very true.
Hey, team
and
player.
Unless something changes, the Sejuani and the Tristana going deathless in their win against frequently utilizing Cringe.
Wow.
Just looking at this game and its impact on the scoreboard, Divar Bot goes to 2-1, and frequently utilizing Cringe goes to 1-2.
All right, couple questions. We speculated in the beginning, but why are you using the name Small Fluffy Cat? Can you just confirm for us?
She wanted to match with her boyfriend on stream next game, so she wanted someone to not have her name stolen. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep it for a game and then switch it back.
So, should I take your name then and make sure that doesn't get stolen?
I don't think anyone's using I love you, by the way. I'd be very surprised. And I'd probably just change it to something stupid again if it did. I have no attachment to that name.
Okay. Let's talk about the early gank on you first, and then how'd you feel about that first gank when you died? Were you like, oh no, it's gonna be over, or were you feeling confident still?
I was a little tilted because I was playing kind of safe because I was gonna gank mid, and then he came top, and I was like, I was like, okay. And then there's another time I didn't die for it, but then he was just literally sitting in top bush waiting for like 30 seconds. So
I remember that.
But then after I got like 2 solo kills and all that, I was like, okay, doesn't matter if I can come stop. I could probably kill him too.
Yeah, definitely. What do you What do you think about your mid laner, Brian? How do you think he handled the pressure from PD and IE this game? You think he did well?
I think he did really well. Although he was down a little bit in CS, I think that he didn't really give up that many kills, and he drew pressure. I think me and him drew most of the ganks, and I really let our bot lane just sort of farm and scale. So even if I wasn't winning, I think that our bot lane eventually would have outscaled too. So I think everyone did a good job.
Oh, I have another one. So obviously you know your AD and your mid laner very well, right? However,
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a relationship or connection you have with your support and your jungler yet. Do you feel like you guys are clicking? Do you think it needs a little bit longer? Or do you really start to feel comfortable with the way Anson Gyarados like calls the game and goes along with that?
Yeah, I think that in terms of game sense, I'm not really like one for that. Like I just like, playing mechanically, but I think that like the team chemistry is coming together well. Like we're making jokes in the middle of the game. I guess this game is a little bit easier considering the state of the game to make jokes, but I think that we're all, pretty much getting along. I know, even though I didn't personally know, Teggy the support, I know Val knows him well, and then Anson Gyarados, he's like a new freshman, but I think that he has he's a chill guy, and so it doesn't feel like awkward or anything like that. So
And then looking ahead towards tomorrow's game, you are against Arch Tempered. How do you feel in your matchup against him?
Don't say who. Don't say who. Please don't say who.
He's high plat, low diamond top laner for Vista Grande enjoyers.
I don't know what champions he plays, but I hope he doesn't play champions that I'm laning against. I don't like laning against. That's all, because I think Allow is one of the easiest champions to lane against. If you dodge his E, then pretty much win no matter what. So I think that against some more difficult or like matchups I don't like, I'd be more scared.
Yeah. And then one last one. How good did it feel to 1v2 Tryhard and PD and IE at the top lane?
Well, this one felt good because I landed my E. I think that even if I didn't land my E, I could 1v2, but the fact, like, I was happy because I played it well, even though it didn't matter. If I just auto attacked them to death, I would feel less good about it.
Yeah. It looked good. It looked real sick.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
I think I'm casting
Thank you so
next, right?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
casting? Woo!
Jason,
I didn't come for an interview. I came here to cast, but I was like, I guess I'm doing an
He
interview.
came with a bike. So I think we're gonna head to break, and in probably around 10 to 15 minutes, depending. Well, we'll probably get drafted a little sooner, but we will see him. Yeah. Meow Meow Burger, led by their bot lane. We'll see what their name is, but formerly known as Small Fluffy Clat and Poke Wee Wee versus Team K with the sick top jungle that you see right here. Oh,
Come on, and the
Come on,
cheesers.
and the cheesers. It's gonna be a very exciting game, and I look forward to playing it. And let's see if we can get our first win, Gage.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for waiting. My power's back on, and I'm here, Nekome, with I Love You, by the way, and the Hulk of a man, Ryan the Rhino Ozawa. We're here
You
at
just get
Absolutely
bigger every
beasting.
week. I just get bigger every week,
We
guys.
should
That's
just
all
zoom
it
in
is.
more and more.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
playoffs, we'll just see his forehead.
Just my nose. Just
I'm
my
down.
nose.
Forehead cam?
Forehead cam?
I'm down. Yeah, let's take it to draft screen. We're up here watching SLOLCS Week 2, Day 1, Game 2. It's Meow Meow Burger versus
Hamon and the
Hamon and the Cheesers. Yeah.
Because his name is Hamon. You know, their ADC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty crafty name. The other side is just kind of kind of cringe. Meow. It's just meow all over again.
Yeah.
What was it last year? Last year it was
Kitten Crusade.
yeah. Colon 3C, that's right. It was the fucking it's like
No, that was
right?
that was
No, it was greater than colon 3, right?
that was Shishnik's team, yeah.
That was our team last year. They
Yeah.
were
That was
all-
your team last
year.
year.
Eve's team was Kitten Crusade.
Kitten Crusaders, that's right. Oh, it's just a repeat, guys.
Oh my gosh, give the first pick Malphite. Insta lock in. That's probably going on Pikachu.
Let's see.
boy.
Any thoughts on bans really quick? Let's see. 2 ADCs banned out by Hamon, the Caitlyn and the Tristana. So Waze, Pokai Wiwi, their ADC for Meow. But probably his most played is Caitlyn. And then Tristana's a pretty OP pick this patch, so good ban.
Definitely pretty strong right now.
Yeah, I do think it's pretty expected they targeted 2 bans towards Filthy Ogre, who has a plethora of jungle picks, and looks like they're just trying to lock in comfort with Pikachu, weak side player blocking Malphite, who he plays a lot. So we see on the other side, Hamon and the Cheesers locking in probably the jungler for Filthy Ogre. We have Diana and Misfortune, which is already looking to set up a nasty wombo combo.
Yeah, Hamon, the ADC for Hamon and the Cheesers, has been asking to play Misfortune in all their games so far. Hamon and the Cheesers 0-2 to start the season after starting first overall in the power rankings. Looking to get back on track here against
Guys,
Team
please
Meow Meow
don't trust
Burger.
the power rankings. They're just bait. They're just bait.
Yeah,
They're pure
yeah,
entertainment value. As Jason Chang here is a good representation of why being 7th place and being able to beat 2nd place is it's a lie. The power rankings are a lie.
Yeah, we do see Jarvan locked in and Lulu, another sort of combination.
Lulu.
That could be a good wombo combo. As we see, looks like Stupid Monkey 2 will be piloting the Lulu this game.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
wanna
that's right.
lock
We
in
can't
the
call them
Lulu.
Pokai Wiwi. That's not their name. They're Stupid
Call them
Monkey
whatever
1
I
and
want.
2.
I call them whatever I want.
Very true. Valid. But they are their in-game names will be Stupid Monkey 1 and Stupid Monkey 2.
Yeah, I
It was
wanted to
better
pick
than
up
the
that
last name
Lulu.
switch. Do you remember last year's name switch?
We're not even going to talk about it.
What was last year's?
Brian, we'll talk about it off stream.
Okay, yeah, I'll just ask for that in DMs. I don't think it can be said. Okay, and since the ADC is still available for the Meow team on the blue side, red team's going to be banning more ADCs. So we see Zeri disappear. And top lane for red team is also undecided. So they're trying to look to get rid of DLD 27's top 2 champions, which would be Urgot and something else. Let's see what they come up with. There are a lot of good choices in the Malphite still.
Yeah, it does look like they are taking away some good pairings. Like Zeri, benefits from shields, and Lulu's all about that. Banning Zaya, which I thought was interesting, but maybe with the new item changes, she's really strong. I'm curious as to see if they'll ban another top laner. DLD27 seems to play a lot of different champions. He played Mordekaiser in our game, so curious to see what they pick.
Be surprised to add a Mord ban here. I'm surprised by
Darius
the Zaya ban.
There we go.
I don't know. Does Wei play Zaya? I think if anything, that gives away that they're trying to really go after Wei and take away ADCs that give him any kind of safety. Obviously, Feathers fly.
What is he left with right
Pretty
now?
strong.
They could play like Cog Lulu. They don't really. The Aphelios isn't a bad move here.
How's the Jinx looking right now, Ryan?
Every ADC in the esports server is complaining that Jinx is bad because you have to go. You want to get a Zeal item on 2, but now that you have to go like IE 2, you have like no attack speed.
Oh, Kiana.
Oh my god, look at
it is the
Twitch.
And they're
third
going
round.
Twitch Lulu.
And that is my favorite champion, Kiana, in the mid lane coming out.
Okay.
I really want to see
Exclamation point
if
peak
Q-
performance in the chat.
I want to see if Q Anime Girl 333 is gonna perform because
I think it's just peak.
Is it just peak? Is it just peak? Sorry.
There it is.
Yep, there it is.
yeah, I love Kiana. I don't think she's very good in a Vladimir, as Vladimir, if he reacts
But
properly.
it's not Vladimir mid, it's Vladimir top actually. They did
Vladimir
the
top.
reversey flex because Zoe was just picked before the Kiana. So now we have a comps fully locked out here.
Oh,
Kiana
it's-
into Zoe I think is probably a little bit better, but obviously spiking on 3, right?
I think it's Zoe's support.
I think it's Zoe's support.
I think
it's
it's
Zoe's
Zoe
support.
support?
It's Zoe support. Unless
What?
there's an error with the picks. Josh's forehead. I think that's Zoe support.
I don't think Tom Kench pairs too well with Misfortune. It doesn't make sense. But if you get
I
a
think we
Sleepy
have
Trouble
that copy
bubble,
pasta as like
if you
fan.
have a Sleepy Trouble bubble and you channel the Misfortune ult before the bubble actually makes them drowsy, the full damage will go off. So
Yeah.
I think that could be one reason why they wanted to play the Zoe in the bot lane.
I think also I've
Uh,
never seen David play Hamon
Vladimir.
and Cheeser's top lane. I've never seen them play Vladimir ever. So,
Yeah, it kind of makes more sense to put Tom top, but I feel if they play Zoe support, they're just kind of going to get run over.
Yeah, I've also seen them just. I've heard DLD27 talk about wanting to play Tom Catch.
Oh, I need to go reduce the
Hasn't played it
cooldown
in
on
solo
fan.
queue, but he does talk about the Kench a lot.
We don't see any comments in the chat to say that a pick was wrong or anything. So if they settled it in DMs, then we wouldn't know. But as per our knowledge, it seems like these are the 10 picks that they want to go with, and there were no mistakes. So we'll see
Yeah.
what happens as they start drafting up, and we'll view it as in the loading screen.
I don't know, man. I smell a bot dive.
I'm really worried about the bot lane matchup. You know, Stupid Monkey 1 and 2 playing Twitch Lulu, probably one of the most notorious bot lane combos ever. You know, Twitch one of the hyper carries and Lulu just enabling it to just go crazy. As we see, looks like DLD is going to be locking in the Tom Kench, which means it is a Zoe support.
And should Kiana have control over this mid wave? I think so, right?
If it's Zoe not in first 4, if it's Vladimir, yes.
You know, Kiana is not. I don't think it's that great of a pick in this specific game. There's a lot of AD already on the side of Meow Meow Burger with Jarvan and Twitch, and Malphite's not really a damage dealer. And also, you have a lot of champions on the other team that can kind of get out of it. Specifically, Tom Kench and Vladimir can just prevent one person from getting absolutely destroyed by Kiana. So we'll have to see how it performs.
I don't know. I'm just looking at that bot lane. I'm really worried. You miss a Sleepy Trouble bubble, and they go for an engage.
Yeah.
from Twitch stealth with Jarvan coming bot or Kiana coming bot, and they're fucked. They just get run right over, like you said, Ryan.
And they also don't have a lot of agency to like find the Twitch. Essentially, like if he goes stealth, he can pop up wherever he wants, and then they have to pray that Zoe lands the bubble as the response. Otherwise, he just unleashes with the slow on the W, and then it opens up with Rattata.
Yeah, it might
So.
even just be an engage
Rat-
onto the Zoe with a
Is it?
polymorph, right?
Yeah. What is Twitch ult? Ratatat?
Spray and pray.
Spray and
Spray
pray.
now?
Yeah, you can call it Gratatata though.
Dude, I'm thinking of fucking season 7 or some shit before they changed the name.
No, they did change it. It was
I will go back in the history book and grab.
All right,
it for
we're
you.
going into history. We're looking.
Also, I just noticed it's not Stupid Monkey 1 and 2. The I is actually an L. You can tell because it's a little bit taller than.
Oh, it's Stupid Monkey 1 and Stoop LD Monkey.
Because there's probably somebody called Stupid Monkey 2 out there already.
Yeah, there probably is. But you can only
Yeah.
see it on the support's name. That's the only one that's messed up on.
Twitch's ulti was originally Spray and Pray. It was changed to Rat to Tat Tat, and then changed back to Spray and Pray in 2016.
Thank goodness. Can you imagine?
2016, 7
He's
years
going
ago.
rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah.
And he rat-a-tat-tatted over everyone.
Yeah.
Remember that time you rat-tatted everybody?
And it's rat in time.
Rat in time. I like it. So Jason Chang, as the one of the better players of the day, coming off of a win from your earlier match that was just on stream, gotta get your thoughts and opinions here. since you're probably a very experienced player as you went 12 and something on Irelia for the win. So what are you thinking about these team comps? Who's going to be popping off? Who to watch?
You know, yeah, it must be mistaken because when I play, I just solely focus on my own character, and that's it. I'm very I'm not very aware of everything. So, comp wise, don't really know what to say, but I can say for like individual matchups, like you see Malphite and Tom Kench, probably not going to be as much action as there were in the previous game. I actually did like the Darius ban. I think that, you know, if you have a weaker top side, that's one of the easier roles to kind of prey on and snowball out of control, as we saw. So, you know, banning something that can really abuse Malphite was a good call. I don't expect to see much action. I'm hoping that DLD27 on the Tom Kench will build some form of AP, because I think AP Tom Kench is so funny to watch, and it could be pretty strong into this team comp.
You want to see the Fruitclid, what was it, Everfrost Tom Kench?
Yeah, I think that or Night Harvester 2 would also be really good.
Oh, no, man.
Whoa.
No.
I think we're going a little too deep down the rabbit hole.
There's already too much magic damage on this team, man. Look at this. They got Diana with the Vlad and the
There's 4
Zoe.
AP.
It's bad.
Can someone remind me how many people are subbed on the side of Meow Meow Burger? Is it
Who
just
knows,
the
man?
jungler or
Jungle and
also-
top.
yeah,
Pikachu is
jungle.
also a sub. Pikachu was
That
on
was
Even
there.
Way's team last year.
Yep.
When they won SLOLCS. So a bit of a reunion.
I'm gonna go down in the history books because they won last year. No,
Yes, they did.
Or-
Yes,
didn't
they did.
Crusade?
Was
Didn't
it not?
Crusade won
Oh,
last
yeah,
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Didn't Crusade
Pikachu,
won last
Pikachu, and the bot lane from the Meow Meow Burger team are reuniting to run it back for a game.
Yeah, I've seen a
Run
lot
it
of
back
subs.
or run it down.
Wait,
Let's
I
go.
just realized
I
I
think
thought
run
they were
it
supposed
down.
to lose their bans because they were late. No,
Ah,
I guess it
fucking
doesn't really
yeah.
matter.
There's
That
no
is
consequences.
That is completely up to the opposing team to enforce the rules themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just I mean I'm excited about the mid lane though. I think that Kiana is definitely not favored, but I am a little bit biased because that's probably my favorite champion. If I wasn't top lane, I would play it more often.
I don't know. I'm not even convinced they're gonna interact.
I think you basically can get a quick trade off before Vladimir's pool comes off. I think QWQ is kind of hard to react to, and then once he's lower, then you can look for something. E and then don't Q, wait for the pool, and then after he pulls, then you QWQ again. That's probably what I would do.
Okay, Ryan, what you drinking?
Okay. Yeah. What
That
did you do,
wasn't
Ryan?
me. That was our production team.
Oh, he is cooking. I forget. He is cooking.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
So our production team that was cooking through all of the draft.